So today we will discuss the concept of sequences. So sequences. So what is a sequence? So basically a sequence is a sequence is a database. A sequence is a database object. It is a database object that automatically generates the incremental list of numeric values. Right? So numeric values according to the rule as specified in the sequence, specification, basically sequence definition or specification or creation. You can use all this terminology, right? So are you aware of C language?
Yeah, a little bit.
So in that they give C++ for loop for incremental, right? So that means if C is 1, initial value of some, let's say some x equal to 1. So if they give x++, that means every time its value will be incremented by 1, right? So similarly like that, in ABAP we have like psi index, one system field is there. So the psi index also similar concept. So when loop is executing for first time, its value will be 1. When loop is executing for second time, automatically its value will be 2. So like that, by looking at that system field value, we can tell, okay, the loop is executing. Suppose if the psi index value is 10, so we can say that, okay, the loop is executing for the 10th time. So something like that. Basically, it is a sequentially, it will generate the numbers, right? So similar concept here in S4 HANA, it is called as the sequence. So basically it is a sequence. It generates the numeric value, incremental list of numeric values as the sequence, right? So let's see how that works. So here we have this table here called, we have one table here. So this table is sales people, the table name is salesperson, right? So here in this table, we are having two columns, first name and last name. So can first name be identified as primary key? Can we identify the first name as primary key in the table?
Yeah.
Primary key means they will always have unique values, right?
No, it cannot be a unique value.
Because two people can have the same first name.
Not the same name, yeah.
Similarly, last name also we cannot take it as primary key because two people can have the same last name, right? So in this case, yeah, we are having only two columns here, first name and last name in this table. And by definition, when we try to create a column table in S4 HANA, we have to specify the primary key, right? So if we cannot specify the primary key, then we have to create it like a row table, row storage table, right? But the requirement is they want to use this table and they want to create some with the help of a sequence. They want to create some unique identification number. So basically here what we are doing, we are trying to convert. We are trying to convert the, here we are trying to convert the row store table to column store table, right? So first let's try to upload this table. So first we'll try to upload this table in our HANA system. So our table name is salesperson. So salesperson is our table name. So let's try to upload. So here, let's go to file, import data from local file. Next, select the HDB. Next, and then select the file name. File name is salesperson, and select the open button. Header row exists. Import all data. And here our schema is, this is our schema, and table name is, let's use the same name, salesperson, right? Salesperson. And select the next button. So here we have to select the main key or the primary key. But here we cannot take first name or last name as the primary key, right? So by default, it will take it as column store. But here, since we cannot take the locate the primary key, we have to save this table as row store type, right? So so we are selecting the table as row store and select the next button and finish button. So now we have our table. So our table name is,
we don't have that primary key, so we are storing like a row store.
So because if we want to create like a column store table, we have to mandatory we have to select the primary key. But here, if you observe, the representation also is looking different. So this is the row store. That's where the lines are looking horizontal. And this is column storage. That's where the lines are looking horizontal, right? So the representation also is different. And so, but this table, if you want to use this table, if you want to fetch the data from this table, you have to give some where condition, right? And where condition, it is mandatory to mention the primary key in the where condition. You know that, right? Yeah, you know that concept, right? So if you don't mention the primary key in the where condition, it is like a big performance issue. And it will give error message. It will show the error message saying that you did not mention the primary key in the where condition. So all that errors we have to clear in S4 HANA. They are called as ATC checks. So all of them we have to clear in the programs. If you don't mention the primary key, it will give that error, but we have to fix that error, right? So that means there is only one way. That way is like we would like to convert this row storage table to column storage table, and we will try to, with the help of this sequence, we'll try to create one unique identification number, and we can use this table. Then we can use this table, right? So let's select our SQL console. So first we'll try to create a sequence. So create sequence. You can give some sequence name, right? So our So you can give the name of our schema. So STINGSON dot, and you can give some sequence name, right? So I'm giving it as a VSEQ. So this is our sequence name, right? And here we can give some starting value to our sequence. So we can give some starting values. So start with 1, right? So we can give some starting value like this for our sequence. So let us try to execute. So let's check here. So this is our sequence, right? So the sequence, how the sequence works is, so we can simply write one statement like we can select our sequence and have you heard of next value?
No.
Next value means it will give the next generating sequence number, right? So that means next value. So from dummy. So if you give this statement and if you try to execute, so what it will do, it will generate the sequence numbers. So our sequence number is 1. Again, if you try to execute, it becomes 2. So every time you execute, it will generate the next numeric incremental value number as the sequence, right? Now, what we will do is we'll try to create one table. So we will create one table and we will name our table as we will name our table as our
SEQ table.
SEQ demo.
Okay.
So this is our table name. So try to give the double quotes. This is our table SEQ demo. This is our table name. So we want to create this table. And we want to have the fields here. So some customer ID and it is of type integer. And then we want to have some custom name. So here I will give cust ID, cust name, and it is of varchar. So we can take some length here. And we will also mention the primary key. Primary key will be our ID, cust ID. Primary key will be our cust ID. Right. So we are creating one column table and we are having 2 columns here, customer cust ID and cust name. And we have also mentioned the primary key. So let us try to execute our create table statement. So a table is created. So under the tables, so we have this table, SEQ demo is the table, right? And in our salesperson, we are having the information
First
like
name and
first name and
name.
last name, right? So now let's go to our console and we will try to select the values. So we will try to select, we will select our next value. We will select our next value. We will select our next value, right? And then we will try to select our, from the salesperson, we are having the fields, right? So we are having salesperson, we are having first name and last name, right? Yeah, first name and last name. So we'll try to pick one first name. So again, drag and drop the table name. And we want to take the first name. First name from this table. Right? So we are taking the sequence next value, and we are taking from this table, from the salesperson table, we are taking the first name column, right? So we are selecting these two fields from two different. One is from the sequence, the other one is from the salesperson table. Right? Now, if I try to execute, do one thing. First, you select this and execute once. So you are having this result, right? So now you try to execute this. And you execute. See what happened. So in the result, so it is taking the sequence numbers, and also it is picking up the first name, right? So now these things we will insert into our table, our demo table. So we will insert them into our demo table. So insert into our demo table. Right? So we are trying to insert these values, our sequence value and our first name into this table, right? So now again, try to execute this statement. So these values are inserted into our sequence demo table. So again, try to refresh. There is no refresh. Okay. Open content. See? So now, suppose if you want to write the select statement on this table, you can very well do it. Now you can mention the customer ID as your primary key, because that will have unique values, right?
Okay, but this unique value will change now.
No problem. Unique value will change. That is not a, see. Suppose again, if you generate, always it will take the next sequence. So why do you think it is starting from 13 here?
Because in previous we have done
previously we have done that same sequence we are executing, right?
But
That's
unique
why.
ID will be same for that value now.
Unique
If
ID?
it's one, unique ID will be will not change, right? If it is if 13 is assigned to Ben, for Ben only unique number will be 13. It cannot be changed.
Yes.
But it is changing here now. In every execution, it is changing.
No, in projects we will do it only once. In projects we don't see, because we are here we are explaining step by step. That's why first we are executing this many times, and then we are executing this, and then we are executing like this. That's why it's starting from 13 number. But in projects we don't do that. We just execute it only once, so that it will have the unique numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like that.
Okay.
Right. Just for you to understand, I did here line by line, executed line by line. So actually this problem we got in one program based on some ISO code, right? So based on some ISO code, we are fetching the ISO code currency, but that is not that ISO code is not primary key in the table. I forgot the table name, some table, right? So, but that is not primary key, but based on that, that's how they mentioned in the FD, right? So they mentioned in the FD, like you fetch the ISO code from ISO International Standard Code. By passing the ISO International Standard Code to the table, you fetch the ISO code, currency code. So same thing I put in the program, because the functional in the FD, they mentioned like that. So in my logic also same thing. But the client, when they are doing the review, they pointed that out. Like, how come you are not using the primary key in the where condition? Right. So then they mentioned in the FD, it is like that in the FD. So that's way. And again, here the case is like each and every ISO code is unique. So same ISO code will not be there for two countries. So that is the reason the functional set, like that is the reason they don't have to mention the primary key in the where condition, because anyways these ISO codes are unique to each and every country. So then they said, okay, you have to add some explanation notes to that select statement. So like that in reviews, they generally, they will catch this point if you don't use primary key in the where condition of the select statement. So yeah. So are we fine with this concept sequence?
Yeah, I'm good.
So our next topic is stored procedures. So have you heard of subroutines in ABAP?
No.
Okay. So in ABAP, these are called as subroutines, right?
A subroutine may be a small piece of code like that.
Correct. Same concept is same, right? But here they are called as stored procedures. Concept is the same, only heading is different, right? So a stored procedure, I think in all languages we have this concept, right? It is a piece of block of code, which can be reused, which can be reused.
Yeah, call it in any other
program. Correct. So same concept. So a stored procedure is a set of structured structured query language, that is nothing but SQL, structured query language SQL, is a set of, basically they are nothing but a set of SQL lines of code or statements or statements with an assigned name, right? So we will give some name. We'll name it as, this is the stored procedure, right? So which is stored in RDBMS, Relational Database Management Systems, RDBMS, right?
Yeah.
So it can be basically, the main purpose is it can be reused. It can be reused and shared by multiple programs. Multiple programs. So same concept in ABAP, it is called as subroutines. Here it is called as stored procedures. So basically this is a piece of block of code and it can be reused by multiple people in multiple programs, right?
Mm.
So conceptually, all programming languages will have this concept. So let us see how the stored procedure works. So for this requirement, first what we'll do is like we'll try to uh, okay, customer number and customer name. Okay. What about this file, people? Okay. So in this file, we are having ID, first name and last name, right? And the file name is people. So first we'll try to load this table in our HANA HDB. So let's upload this table first. People, the table name is people. So import and then select from local, right? Okay, next. And then our file name is people. And in our people file, we are having ID, first name and last name. So import all data. And then this is our schema. And I will name it as same name I will give, people. And next. And here primary key is ID. So I have selected the primary key and finish. So our table has been created. So let me refresh here. So we have our table people, right? So let us create the stored procedure. So create procedure, and our STINGSON dot let us name it as SP is for stored procedure, and we will name it as get first. So that means we will get the or give some name, get all. We will name it as SP underscore get all. So this is our stored procedure name, right? As begin. And here in this, some code will be there, right? So depending on our requirement, we can write that code. So here we will do, what we will do is like, we will select, we have we have ID, first name and last name, right? So we will give the same. Let me open it once. Open content. So we have ID, first name and last name. So select ID, comma, first name, comma, last name. ID, comma, first name, comma, last name. From our table name is people. From people. And. So this is our definition of the procedure. So let's try to execute this. Create it. Okay.
No, that is correct. That is correct. Give like a select a star from schema name and table name. Because in front of first you have given space, maybe that.
Where here?
Yeah.
We generally give, right?
Generally, maybe it is not same. Maybe a spelling mistake in first name or something. Drag and drop people.
First name, last name. Yeah. I think let me check one time. Let me check one more time. Speak at all has been select ID, first name, last name from people and
Stingson dot people. Stingson dot people from Stingson dot people.
Okay, let me drag and drop.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. Syntax error near end.
Give a semicolon.
Semicolon. Maybe it's expecting semicolon. Let's see.
Give a semicolon there also. Yeah, people after people. Yeah, first name. Check the column name.
Column name is first name only, right? People.
Yeah, people.
My right click is not working sometimes.
Okay, then write a query. Like the star from. Write a query is like the star from after end.
Okay. Select star from ID, first name, F and N are caps. and then L and name N are caps. First name, last name. I give.
Maybe remove that space and right.
Where?
Select ID, remove that first name space now. Try it once. No issue.
I don't think so, but let's try. Okay. People is lowercase only.
No.
Oh, I am getting one doubt. Maybe is it not taking this one? I'm getting that doubt. That underscore, is it having any problem with that underscore? From oh, maybe because we are specifying here, here, is it expecting only people?
No, no. That will be
Could not find. Okay, yeah, could not find. Actually, in ABAP, it will give very clearly what is the problem. But here,
I think there's a format issue, I think, for procedure.
Create procedure name, and then as begin, select ID, first name, last name from this, and we are ending it with end. Oh, very strange. Yeah, like I don't see any problem. What is it say? Could not execute create procedure as begin.
Can you expand it?
Which one? This one?
Like, yeah.
Oh, maybe I should not give this one double quotes.
No, that is not an issue. I think it will work. I think it will work now.
Why? How can you tell?
No, it is not.
This spelling STINGSON, this is correct, right?
Yeah.
Sure, but first you'll have to unlock your device.
Okay, let me check in Google. I don't
know. My voice assistant suddenly taking command. My voice assistant taking command without my notice itself. I haven't said anything.
This is showing something. Sample code we need. It's becoming very, very hot. How is the weather over there for you?
It's raining also.
Oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I go to HANA?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, create procedure name as taken. Different okay, correct.
Or let me do one thing. Let me try to give it in a different way. Actually, this is the next step I want to show, but let's see. Create procedure. Okay. And then I will change the name to 2. You will see. At at first name and varchar 50 at last name and varchar 50 as begin. Select ID first name last name from that is our table, from table where first name equal to at the rate of first name and last name equal to at the rate of last name and end of execution. Okay, let's check this and see. This way also you can give. Okay.
I think parenthesis will be there. Parenthesis before first name and
because we are giving end condition.
No. In create procedure extension dot hospital told no. Parenthesis. Insert parenthesis first name and varchar, comma last name and varchar, then again parenthesis.
I don't think so. See, so it should take this as the inputs basically.
Yeah, it should if it is text to be input now, give it is in parenthesis. Try now.
Like this. And then
no curly bracket parenthesis bracket that curly
that, normal bracket.
Normal. Yeah. After that also give the parenthesis.
Here.
No, at the right last name and work at 50.
Here.
Yes.
I don't think so, but let's try. Will it make any difference? Okay. Okay, let's not waste our time. I will check again and we will discuss this tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Let us try one more thing. I don't know whether it will, I didn't check it, but we will try and we will see. Have you heard of LTRC?
LTRC.
LTRC means migration of data, to migrate the data. So basically this is our ECC system. Have you heard of SLT?
Yeah, I have heard SLT, but I don't know what is SLT.
Okay, SLT is SAP Landscape Transformation. SAP Landscape SAP Landscape Transformation. Right? So this is called as SLT. So this is the most widely used method to migrate the data from ECC to S4 HANA. And there is a layer called SLT. This is called as the SLT. So this is our ECC. And this is our SAP HANA. And this is our SLT. So with the help of SLT, we will migrate the data from ECC to SLT, SLT to SAP HANA. So first we will establish the RFC connection between ECC and SLT. And then we will establish the DB connection. So this is the RFC connection. So this is the RFC connection. And this is the DB connection, database connection. Right? So basically, our goal is to RFC means remote function call. And DB means database connection. So basically, our goal is to migrate the data SAP tables. Migrate the SAP tables from ECC, existing tables from ECC to SLT and from SLT to SAP HANA. So this is our when the current system, when they are migrating to new system, new SAP HANA system, they will be already having so much of legacy data, right? So all of that legacy data have to be moved into the HANA system, right? So this is the technique they use to migrate the data from SLT to ECC to SLT and SLT to SAP HANA. So for this, I don't know whether this will work or not because I didn't check this, but we will just try now. So for this, first we have to log into our ECC system. Okay, this is there, right? So do they have details about ECC system here? Best welcome 123 might work. Let us check. So let us log into our ECC system. So login. So I will use the same best welcome 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So we are able to log in. So first what we have to do is like we have to go to SM37 T code.
It is like a transaction.
In SMT code, sorry, not SMT code. It is SM57. SM57. Yes, SE57, SM37. What is the T code? 1 second. SAP T code to create RFC connection. Okay. SM59. Okay. SM59. So SM59 is the T code. So here, what we are trying to do, first we are trying to create the RFC connection. So to create the RFC connection, we have to select the ABAP systems, ABAP connections, and you select the create button. So you can give some name for your RFC connection. So I will name it as ZSRFC. So this is the name of our RFC connection, ZSRFC. This is the name of our RFC connection. So this is our RFC connection. And then you go to, okay. So here you select the target host. So generally, the ECC system and the SLT system, both of them. So ECC system and the SLT system, we are trying to establish connection between these two. So generally, these two will have the same details, right? Server details and RFC details. So that's way we can give the same details. So this is our ECC system. So you can right click, you can check the properties, and this is our server details. So copy that, and instance number is 00, right?
Hello.
So you take those details. We can give those details here. And instance number is 00, right? So this is our target host. So then you go to log on and security. So here, okay, it is not asking anything. So you just mention these details here and you select the save button. So we got the message, destination ZSRFC is saved. So you can also select this connection test. So basically it is trying to test it, right? So now in SM59, we have created this ZSRFC connection. The next T code is LTRC. LTRC. So here, try to select the new connection, create configuration. And here, configuration name. So whatever the name you give here, a schema will be created with this name in our HANA system. So I will name the schema as ZVID underscore SLT. With the same name, a schema will be created. ZVID underscore SLT. So give some description, right? So some description, right? So this is our schema ZVID underscore SLT. So select the next button. So our RFC connection name.
Can you go back? Description of okay, next.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we will give our RFC connection that we have just created. ZS RFC is the RFC connection name that we have just created. And here you select allow multiple usage checkbox. And you select the next button. So select our target system. So our target system name is administration username is best. You give that best. And password I will give welcome123. And host name is we can check the host name here, our HANA host. Our host name is BW HANA. BW HANA. BW HANA. And instance number is 00. And here they give small letters, so I will give small only, best. Right? So this is our destination system details. That is our HANA system details. So whatever they give in the notepad here, we are giving the same details: host name, instance number, username, password. So select the next button. So here you can give number of data transfer jobs. So you can give some number, some 004. And you try to select the next button. So here it is showing all the details. This is our RFC name that we have created, ZS RFC that we have just created. And this is our destination system details, our HANA system. And number of data transfer jobs, we have given it as 4. And select the create button. Select the create button. So register configuration failed for mass transfer 003 schema VAD. Okay, so let us see. Oh, it didn't create. There is some connection here. Let us see these connection details, what they have given here. It's taking so much time to open. Okay, this is okay. Configuration name is SLT underscore CON RFC, allow multiple usage, and the database system is HANA system. Username, they gave system. And same details they have given. Okay, let us try with system then. Okay, let's repeat the same steps again. Let's go to LTRC and then select the create, and then configuration name is ZS-RFC. This is our RFC connection. Select next. Our
DB connection.
oh no. Here we have to give our schema name. ZVID_SLT, and then select next. Here we have to give our RFC correction name and allow multiple usage, and next. Here they gave administration username as system. So we also will give the same thing, and password welcome 123, and then host name is BW HANA 00, BW HANA, and then 00, and then select the next button. Oh, it is not taking system. If we give system, it is not taking. But if we give best, it is taking. But it is not able to create.
I think
Oh, schema name already used. Okay, let's try to use a different schema. Is it already created or what? I will give ZVID SLT2. Now we will see. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay, next. And then create. Okay, this I will put the screenshot.
I can check the username is best or anything else.
HANA 17 they gave.
Yeah, can you try that? I give HANA 17.
Well, let us check. LTRC and then create, and then let us give Z. I'm changing the name. ZSTANG I give. And here ZSRFC, allow multiple usage. And here HANA 17. And password is H@12. Host name is BW HANA.
Yeah.
And this is 00. But I don't think this will work. See, this won't work. Okay, again I have to connect to the server people. Yeah, actually these HANA servers are giving lot of problem in the sense like yeah.
For this ECC thing, we can study it in the last part. That is also fine for me. Before that, covering the ECC part now, we covering it the last class. It is also fine. Because I have no what we say experience on this thing, so it is a new thing for me.